Welcome to Lesson 11 of Web Design. In this lesson, we are going to look at HTML attributes as well as plain text and text formatting. An HTML attribute is a modifier of an HTML element. HTML attributes generally appear as a name, the equal to sign, and its value pairs, separated by an equal to sign, and are written within the start tag of an element after the element's name. So you have the less than sign, the tag, the attribute, the equal to, and the value. Note that the value is between double quotes. The content to be modified by the tag. And then you have your end tag. The end tag is denoted by the / sign. Where tag names the HTML element, attribute is the name of the attribute set to the provided value. Attributes are properties of an element. Let's look at an example. We have the body element, so we have the less than sign, the body, BG color is the name of the attribute, equal to sign, and the value of the BG color must be green. Note it is within the double quotes. So firstly you have the HTML element, the HTML attribute, the equal to sign, followed by the HTML attribute value. Different HTML elements have different attributes or properties. The font element has the following attributes. If we look at the font element, there's the start tag, there's the end tag, the start tag, size equals to a value. So size is the attribute. What does the attribute do? It sets the font to a size from 1 to 7, with 1 the smallest and 7 the largest. Face is also an attribute of the font element. It sets the font face. Color is also an attribute of the font element and sets the font color using hexadecimal code. We have other elements that have attributes as well. For example, the body element has BG color, which stands for background color. It has background, which is a file name, which sets an image as a page's background. We have text, we have link, we have a link and v-link, which are all attributes of the body tag. Attributes or properties modify or change the elements. They are always found in the opening tag. You have your attribute, your name, equals to its value. Plain text and text formatting. Plain text is simply text without formatting. Examples of formatting are bold and italics. You can specify the color, size, and font of the text that you want in your web page by using the attributes of the font tag. Let us look at an example. Here we have example 7, and in my HTML program I have the font element, and the attribute is the size is equal to, and I'm setting its value to the value of 4. Note the value is within double quotes. Note as well that the attribute, the font attribute, is in the starting tag or the start tag or opening tag of the font element. The font element, opening tag, closing tag. So in the opening tag you have the attribute of the font element. Lower down I have another attribute, color, and I'm setting the color of this paragraph to red. Again, in the second paragraph I'm using the face attribute, and I'm setting the face attribute to Broadway. So the font will be set to Broadway in the second paragraph. In the third paragraph, I am setting all three attributes, size, color, and face, in the starting tag of the font element. So I have the starting tag of the font element, size equals 4, color equals blue, and face equals Algerian. So I'm using the Algerian font in paragraph 3. Note, I have the font starting tag or opening tag and the font closing tag at the end or before the end of the paragraph. If I have to run this particular program, there we have it. Right at the beginning, I sent the heading or the size of the font to size 4. The second or the first paragraph, I set the writing or the color of the writing to red. In the second paragraph, I set the font or the face of the font to Broadway, and in the third paragraph I set three things: the size of the font, the color of the font to color blue, and the face or the font to Algerian.